it just goes to show how much these fast fashion stores are in your face, and it's like even when you don't want it to be. Today we're going to talk about something a little bit more serious. So again, one of my fashion talk videos, like I want to keep doing these because it's important, raise awareness for certain issues. Like I still want to talk about it and bring it to light and see just how we can collectively fix things as a community. Okay, we're gonna get into today's topic, and it's going to be about how sick and tired I am of seeing Zara hauls, like large, huge Zara hauls suggested to me on YouTube. It's starting to get under my skin a lot, and I'm going to share why in this video. Pretty much an entire summary of this video, it's going to be touching upon being ethical and sustainable while you're shopping and like watching YouTube videos, because obviously I am a fashion blogger and I contribute to not being super ethical or super sustainable when it comes to fashion, and I'm just gonna be the first one to admit it. I am a part of the problem. I will get into my role and how I play that role and what I can do to kind of like alleviate that. No shade to you if you've ever created like a Zara haul video or a large, or you wrote huge Zara haul. Like I'm actually currently subscribed to people who like I love and I'm obsessed with, and they make these videos. But like I just want us to really start thinking about our consumption habits and like, do you actually wear all of those items in that huge Zara haul? Like it's just, I just really want people to start thinking about their consumption habits and if they're actually wearing and using these items multiple times. So a lot of challenges, like clothing challenges videos, I can't remember the names of them. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. The 3-3-3 challenge, or like different capsule collection challenges where you kind of like are set to wear a certain amount of clothing items within a season. You know, it's just coming to realize, like, are you actually gonna wear that one piece of clothing more than 30 times? And if you're not, like, what's the point of buying it in a sense? And I feel like the people who are making these huge hauls do not wear these items 30 plus times. It's literally, you're gonna donate it. It's gonna possibly end up in a landfill in the long term. This may or may not sound like a broken record to you, but if you have not watched the documentary The True Cost yet, I strongly advise you to. Not that I put it off, but I just kept forgetting to watch it, and I watched it a few months ago, and it really like reminded me, like, Tennille, it's time to get a move on with those goals you had in mind to like cut down on fast fashion shopping and really like make a change. So honestly, like if you guys haven't watched it, like I'll see if there's a YouTube link, but it's definitely on Netflix. I watched it like not too long ago. I feel like at times it could get very discouraging because you feel like a majority of the people in the fashion community don't share these insights, especially like coming from a place of like people who are really into fashion, like people who watch runway shows, they love like the luxury designers. Like there's not, I feel like I just have not seen that many people speak out about it. Even though I may be being like repetitive, I want you guys to hear like a reoccurring theme of, hey, like, is this sustainable? Is this ethical? Should we be doing this? Because I keep seeing these Zara hauls over and over and over again, but I would love to see people saying, hey, over and over again, this is probably not right. I'm trying so hard to be politically correct, but I feel like I just need to like speak. But I know when I put these videos out on the internet, so many people are gonna like come for me and like, just calm down. But so even though at times it can get discouraging and you can kind of seem like your views might seem like the unpopular vote when it comes to like YouTube fashion videos, there are like those few YouTubers who do actually have somewhat of a conscious mindset. Lizzie Hatfield, she does these videos where she revisits her hauls, which is amazing. I think I may have only watched one of them, but I need to like watch more of them. And it's pretty much going off of the idea is she actually wearing and using the items that she hauled and showed you guys? It's like, were they good quality? It's like, was it worth it in the end? And I think these are the types of videos like bloggers and YouTubers need to start making, because it really starts to show the consumer like, hey, like, I know I keep showing you 1,000 things, but am I actually using it? Just being more sustainable for our planet. and you know, not supporting unethical businesses. But I know Sammy had did that video as well too. But I just want to say, like, kudos to you girls, like, for doing that. Like, even though your journey, like, might not be perfect in some people's eyes, of like being like 100% like ethical or sustainable, like, at least you are like aware. At least you're aware and you're doing, I guess, what you can in a sense for now. Them doing that video is just such an important thing, and it really brings so many things to light. Like, I did an H&M haul video last year, and I'm not sure, I'll probably try and insert a clip. I was speaking about this cat shirt, and like, obviously me being like the silly like person I am, like I said, I don't like cats, but I like the style of the shirt. Let me show you the clip. Here's the clip. I have this t-shirt and it's like, I just have to show you, like, I don't even know. So this is the top. No, I don't have a cat, nor do I like cats. That sounded really mean. I just don't care to have animals as pets. My boyfriend really wants a dog, I'm sure, once we move in together, but he's gonna have to fight me on that. I just thought this t-shirt kind of goes with that whole colorful chic vibe that I was talking about earlier. This is me talking myself into something. This is the process that happens sometimes. Anyway, the kitty cat's saying she's bad, she's probably bougie, and she's dangerous, so she's working it. She got her pearls on, and I ain't mad at her. Now, let me show you the cat shirt a year later. Or I'll double check the date, but it still has the tag on it. Why? Because I thought it was cheap and maybe I would possibly wear it even though I really didn't like it. Like, it goes to show, like, why was I wasting my time? Why was I wasting my money? Why was I supporting a business that doesn't care about the ethics of humans? Like, this video is mainly about Zara, but obviously like other fast fashion houses like fall into it as well too. But like, Zara is one of those brands who has built themselves off of copying other designers. Like, aside from the whole ethical and sustainable thing, like, I could get very, very dissy here, slightly disrespectful, and say people who only shop there have no style. But you know, when you shop at a brand, especially when you're really into fashion and designers and fashion houses and how styles and trends are made, like, you really appreciate the hard work and the effort that goes into these things. So it's like when you have like a brand that literally copies everything that a big fashion house does, like, it's kind of like, can you be your own person? Like, can you try and do something different? If you guys follow a lot of bloggers and stuff, you probably follow Diet Prada on Instagram. They're pretty much like a fashion meme page, and they pretty much like call out all of the designers who copy other designers. And Zara is always on the list. Like, they have always like a weekly clownery for Zara because they're always copying somebody. Like, they obviously have their different designs, but at the end of the day, like, they're copying what's being done elsewhere. It's quite obvious that like different designers do take inspiration from other people, but there is obviously like a fine line between inspiration and flat out copying. And fast fashion retailers are like big culprits of that, but they don't care. They obviously don't care because at the end of the day, like, they're in it to win it. After watching the documentary The True Cost and then trying to make changes like in my like personal shopping habits, real reason why I really wanted to post this video is because these huge Zara hauls keep getting recommended to me like all the time, always on the side of whatever video I'm watching. Huge Zara haul, giant Zara haul, sale haul, summer haul. Like, I don't want to watch it. I have not watched a Zara haul like literally in months, if not a year now, and it's always recommended to me. If you're a YouTuber, you probably know what TubeBuddy is, and if you're not aware of it, it's pretty much like this plugin that helps you, I guess, create tags and titles for your videos so they can do and perform well. And one of the tags that was recommended to me in my last video that I was posting, which was a Sandro haul, was Zara haul 2018. Not once did I say Zara in that video, at least I don't think so. It was not in the title of my video, nor was it in the description anywhere. It was it was just the biggest eye roll moment I had, and I was like, I need to post this video. Like, I don't want to see the word Zara near me, like, actually. And obviously, like, I'm being a bit dramatic because I will speak about, like, my journey and, like, trying to cut out fast fashion stores and cutting out Zara in general, but it's like, it's in your face. Like, it just goes to show how much these fast fashion stores are in your face, and it's like, even when you don't want it to be. I know there's a huge audience out there demanding for it, and obviously search engines like YouTube, they like to speculate and assume that so many people watching these fashion videos want to watch Zara hauls, but I know, like, if you guys are out there, like this video, share it with all of your friends. Like, I know there are people who are out there who love fashion, appreciate like high-end designers, and get annoyed when like all people wear is like Zara. Like, okay, you got that from Zara, great. Like, but obviously the biggest issue at hand here is how ethical and sustainable Zara is. Ethical, obviously that word is very subjective. If you are vegan, it obviously means like being cruelty free to animals and humans, but if you're not vegan, it can kind of just go the human route. Sustainable, making sure like fabrics are like biodegradable and like we don't have huge landfills of clothing, and just pretty much making sure our earth is okay. That's just like my quick summary of it. Like, please watch that documentary if you want to learn more about it. I will try and link it down below. Instead of grouping, you know, vegans to one side and like non-vegans to one side, and kind of arguing about how we can be ethically like the best or like sustainably the best, what I want everybody to take away from this video is to do what you can and take like the little steps that you can to get there. I think first obviously is establishing that we have a problem, and hopefully like you guys who post these videos, these huge Zara hauls, realize we have a problem and you are contributing to that. For me, in terms of like the steps that I'm taking, is figuring out how I can be more ethical to humans, and also try and like be more sustainable. Try and make sure I buy things that I'm actually gonna wear more than 30 times, use that as an example, so that I don't end up donating it immediately so it ends up like in a landfill at the end of the day. In a sense, that means I do have to cut out a lot of fast fashion retailers, which include Zara and H&M. Like for instance, today I am wearing this Sandro dress. Some vegans, it might not be ethical in terms of cruelty free, but it is ethical in terms of the people who make the clothing are paid fair wages and are in like under good conditions, but it is a silk dress at the same time. So you see how it gets a little bit confusing. But for me right now, I'm wearing a dress that's made in good working conditions. It is a bit of a higher price point, which I know isn't as accessible to everybody, but in a sense, spending a little bit more kind of almost makes you wear it a bit more as well too, because it really makes you think how much you really need that item, and you're gonna want to get your cost per wear out of it. So honestly, like spending a bit more on my clothing actually has taught me to save, because you want to make sure that you're gonna get the biggest bang for your buck and you're gonna actually wear it, and you have to save up for those items as well too, and just like get my cost per wear out of things. I guess that switch in mindset honestly has like helped me like for the better. And like I've worn this dress like, oh my goodness, how many times have I worn this dress? Oh gosh, I need to dry clean this dress. And even though that kind of might be like the preface of my channel in a sense, like you don't actually always have to spend that much money on clothing in general. You can also buy like luxe or like designer brands from like those resale stores like Nordstrom Rack, Winners, or whatnot. I featured them in my previous video, a pair of black frame jeans, and these jeans were made in LA, obviously where like wages are fair. I know those jeans like retail for like so much higher, but I paid 50 bucks for them. And I know at Zara, a pair of regular price jeans are around $50, $60. So there are ways that you can get these items that like ethically like okay, and you can spend a lot less on them. I may not be politically correct in every aspect of this video, but just know when I say ethical, like ethical is subjective. If you've been subscribed to me for a minute now, you've probably noticed like the shift in my channel in general. Like I'm honestly ditching like the fast fashion hauls. You've probably seen them on my channel. They're all from like 2017. I want to steer clear of that, and it's something I do not want to do anymore. I just realized it's not worth it in the end. Like I am creating videos like hoping that they reach like a mass audience, and me promoting stuff like that, like I couldn't. Like knowing the stuff I know now, I really couldn't. And like I know there are so many bloggers and YouTubers who do it because like, hey, like I'm sure H&M is sponsoring you, or like Zara is sponsoring you for whatever, but it's like I feel like knowing that information, it's hard to turn a blind eye to it. And I feel like if you saw more people left, right, and center saying, how about we cut out fast fashion stores? Like, let's, you know, like, let's make it a trend. Okay, I know trends are never a good thing. They're usually like a come and go thing, but it's like, I want to see more trends of people saying, let's cut fast fashion. Like I want to see more of those videos recommended next to Zara hauls, like all the time. But it's like, I'm sure there is that huge audience out there who doesn't want to see it. And I want to see that audience more, you know? And I want that audience to keep like all YouTubers accountable for these things. All in all, back to like the whole baby steps of items, I have cut down shopping at fast fashion stores significantly, but I haven't 100% cut them out. It's really hard, and I feel like so many times like when people are trying to like make a change like in their lives, people are quick to be like, okay, but you're not doing it properly, like you haven't gone all the way. But it's like, if you hear this information, try and like make it a promise to yourself you're going to try to transition, or you're going to try and cut it out in different ways that you can, you know? Like maybe say, you know what, I'm not going to look at my email for like H&M or Zara. I'm just going to close it. I'm not even going to look at it. It's kind of the first step for me. It's like I had to tell myself I'm not even going to look at their website. I'm just not going to look, because it's like what you don't know doesn't hurt you, right? Like, and it'll just become a habit of you forgetting about their website. And then you're probably going to see people on the street or people on YouTube recommending stuff. But it's like, why don't you take the description of that item and search it up like on another like website that's ethical, just to see if you can find something similar. I'll leave a list of some stores down below that are both ethical and sustainable. I will try and leave some vegan ones as well too, just so at least everybody has like the option. Not looking at the websites was kind of like one of the first big things that I did, and not looking at the emails, like unsubscribing from them, and that helped tremendously. Like I wasn't aware of their promotions. I didn't know like when the Zara sale season started. Like the way I knew realistically was because I saw the YouTube videos recommended to me. I saw Zara sale summer hauls like go live, and I was like, here we go. I would say I've 98% cut them out. I did buy one Zara item this year, and it was this white blazer. I think I have it behind me. It was this white blazer, which I did pick up in the sale, but it's actually the only Zara item I bought this entire year. From shopping them religiously just last year, I think that's like a big step. And it's not anything that I think anybody needs to like shame me for, especially because I have definitely gotten my wear out of that. So for me, if I'm going to buy the occasional fast fashion piece, I have to know that I'm going to get tons of wear out of it, like a lot of wear out of it. And usually that's pretty rare, because usually the quality of these things are very poor, and that's also another big reason why I just didn't want to shop them. It just looks very cheap. The quality just doesn't look up to par, and the fit and the cuts are just not there. And I think, again, when you're really into fashion and like fashion houses, like you really start paying attention to these details, and it gets so much easier to shy away from like stores like Zara. But for H&M, I did buy a few H&M pieces this year. Like I bought that pink suit, I bought that Madonna t-shirt, and the floral skirt. I probably bought like 5 items from H&M this year. I think that's pretty good in my book from what I used to do. In summary, please cut down or cut out how much you shop there in general. Like, I just want this video to be an awareness that there are people who notice that these hauls are going on and that there needs to be a halt to these hauls. And if you really feel compelled to shop there for whatever reason, you feel like, you know, you can't afford other brands, even though I will try and post some other affordable, ethical, and sustainable brands down below. If you feel so compelled to shop there, at least buy things that you know you're gonna get 30+ wears out of. Really think about these purchases before you buy them, not just because they're super cheap and they're on sale or they're like super on trend and you can get your hands on them now. Just really think through your purchases. Like, really do that for me, please do it. And just to know that the ultimate goal is to kind of boycott these brands in a way, to show them what's up and what's good, and that they need to stop their clownery, because it's not good for the workers who are making their clothes. It's just, it doesn't look good on the fashion industry because you just copying everything. It looks cheap. It's not stylish. That's my personal opinion, okay? I'm just being petty now. It just needs to stop. And realistically, usually the only way brands realize and wake up is when people boycott their stuff. Like, when you don't shop and they're losing money, that's when they realize, oh my gosh, we gotta make a change. And that's why brands like Zara and H&M, they have these like deceiving lines to them. So I think Zara and H&M have like sustainable like lines in their store. Like, they have a few clothes that are like, I don't know, biodegradable or something. They're like organic, I don't know, just weird things to like trick you into thinking that they're a total amazing brand, but at the end of the day, they're not ethical. But again, if you want more details, watch the true cost and make that decision on your own. Go to the thrift store. Oh my gosh, go to the thrift store if you really want to still buy these clothes. At least revive some of the lives of them that have already like been in the donation bin, and stop them before they end up going to landfills anyways. I know I was like super serious in this video. I'm usually super silly all the time. If you like fashion videos, subscribe. I talk about all things fashion, and I'm kind of like going off of contemporary and luxury designers at the moment. Clothing that is simple but with a twist, and I'm starting to get into more prints and colors and more fun things, hence what I'm wearing today. Again, I'm still shocked I'm wearing something like this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to click my face to subscribe and watch these other videos you may have missed, and follow me on these socials. I hope you guys enjoyed this and you got something from it, and share it with your friends. All right, take care. Bye.